Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Winter is definitely here, and with that comes, unfortunately, cold and flu season. You need to gather together all of the prepping supplies you need to battle cold and flu season. First of all, think about some hot beverages. What do you enjoy drinking if you don't feel well or someone in your family doesn't feel well? I keep a collection of tea. I like to have some honey. Maybe you have some lemon juice that you can add into your tea because the tea, honey, and lemon really make a great combination. You can also look even at Dollar Tree for the little sun-kissed stir-ins to water because they contain vitamin C. And vitamin C is a nutrient that your body requires. You need it every day, and your body can't store vitamin C. So if you're not getting enough vitamin C just in the foods that you're eating, make sure that you have some type of supplement on hand. It's important that you stay hydrated when you don't feel well, so make sure that you have some of the beverages that you enjoy the most. Think about the foods that you like. Maybe you like to have some chicken soup, chicken noodle, or chicken and dumplings. All the different kinds of broths. You can even have some chicken bouillon, and you can add boiling water and stir together your own broth. So if chicken soup is something that can help you feel better, make sure that you have some on hand. Foods that I like when I'm not feeling well include applesauce. So I have the little cups. They're easy to open and serve. I also like to have mashed potatoes, and if I have any energy and don't feel well, I love things like cheesy scallop potatoes, so I keep some of those on hand as well. Next, think about the hygiene supply. Make sure you have an ample supply of Kleenex. I like to keep a box of Kleenex handy throughout the house so that there's always one available for a drippy, runny nose. And then don't spread the germs. Make sure that you have some sanitizing wipes, maybe even hand sanitizer. The last thing you want to do is spread those germs to others in your family. So keep cleaning up the surfaces wherever you are. Have a supply of cough drops, maybe zinc lozenges. Everybody needs some over-the-counter pain relievers and fever reducers. Cough syrups come in different formulas. You can find daytime formulas, nighttime formulas, some that also include fever reducers, which you want to pay attention to those, because if they do, then don't overdose by accident by also taking fever reducers if it's already included in your cough syrups. I like to use different kinds of decongestants, so I keep a supply of those with my cold and flu medications. And if you're concerned that you may not be able to get all of the nutrients that you want out of the foods that you eat, whether it's for cold and flu or just for the SHTF that could come in the future, maybe you want to have a supply of multivitamins. I can't live without chapstick, whether it's cold and flu season or just any day of the week, but your lips get so chapped, and even just around your nose, if you're coughing and sneezing and blowing your nose a lot, you can rub some of this on that area too, so that you help soothe the symptoms that you have. Every household needs a working thermometer. If you have a thermometer that has a battery in it, make sure that it's up to date. And then it's always a great idea to have an old-fashioned just thermometer, because they're going to continue to work no matter the circumstances. Something else that I bought during the beginning of the pandemic was a finger pulse oximeter. One of the measurements that healthcare workers do is measure the oxygen in your blood. You can clip the finger pulse oximeter onto your finger, and it can tell you how much oxygen is getting into your blood, which is a great way to determine if your lungs are okay and if you're getting the breath that you need. And that was one of the big concerns at the beginning of COVID, that people couldn't breathe properly. Just having the ability to use the finger pulse oximeter gives me peace of mind that I have another measurement of how my health is. I'll put a link to a video I made about how to use that in case it's something that you're interested in. When you're putting together your medications, make sure that you have a separate box for adult formulas and children's formulas, so that in the late at night or when you're not feeling well, you don't accidentally give a child the adult medicine, which could be way too much for them, and then you've created a new emergency. So you want to be very careful that you store those adult and children's formulas separately. Just put them in a different box next to each other even. They can still be together, but they're not commingled. That can really help prevent accidentally giving your child the wrong formula. If you have other tips and suggestions on what to add to your prepping supplies for cold and flu season, please leave it in the comments below so we can learn from each other. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.